I want to show you how Ash sleeps. Can't really tell where his face is, but it's hiding underneath his paws. He is just so cute. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today, before I start painting, I want to go through all the paints that I have. I have a lot of acrylic paints, but most of them are student grade or very, very inexpensive. So I'm going to just go through them and maybe sort them by color and also by quality. But I have these that are called Artist Loft. These are extremely inexpensive, but I mean, they're so cheap. You can get them in a pack of several for like $6 or something like that. And then I also have the Blick, and this is studio grade. I think they have different levels. Let me see. I forgot. This is level 4, which I believe is probably, I believe it might be student grade. I don't know, but I need to check out like the quality of each of these because I can't remember. I've had them for so long. So I also have Blick. I also have Reeves, which I believe is also like a student grade type of acrylic. I also have Grumbacher. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. The Academy one. I think this is a better quality one. Let me see, what else do I have? I have Winsor Newton, which is probably the one that I've been using the most. This is the Gallery. I believe these are better quality as well. I think I have some Liquitex. Let me see. I know I saw some Liquitex or something like that. I'm going to be sorting through all of these today, and I do want to paint today, and I want to use the color mixing book that I introduced in a previous video. When I paint, I tend to just pick whatever color, put it on the canvas. If it doesn't work, I'll go over it with a different color, but I want to plan it out a bit better. And so I think I'm going to be referencing this book, and as I look through my paints, I'm going to see which ones that they recommend, which ones I actually have. I don't want to buy any more paints until I've used all of these paints. The only thing is that the only way that I will buy any more paints is if I am missing a color that I feel is essential. Hopefully I can start building on buying maybe better quality paint since I am painting more now. And that also goes with my brushes. I'm going to start buying more brushes, and I want to start using oils. I used oils when I was in college, but back then it was very, I mean, we used to use turpentine to clean our brushes and the fumes. I mean, we used to work in an art studio when we were in college, but still, I know that I probably smelled a lot of fumes when I was in college, but I want to see if I can try the water-based oils. I don't know if anybody knows if they're good or not, but I do want to do that. So I have organized all of the paints by brand, and from left to right, left being probably the paints that are least quality, and the ones on the right probably are best quality from what I remember. And some of them can go, like, for example, the Blick Studio 4 and the Basics by Liquitex are probably the same grade. And then I have the Reeves here, which probably are similar to these two here. And then we move on to this one here, which is the Grumbacher Academy, better quality, and the Winsor Newton Galleria, better quality as well. I have two of these by the brand of M. Graham and Company, and these are artist grade. And then I have two of the Liquitex, which are professional grade. So I'm going to sort them out by color. So what I'm gonna do now is I got some index cards so that I can write down under each brand what colors I have. But I think that ultimately what I might end up doing is putting most of them away and just having like a limited palette. So I was thinking if I got the primary colors, black and white, and I would get like a warm blue, a cool blue, a warm red, a cool red, a warm yellow, a cool yellow. I don't know if I have them, but I might not even use black because you can actually make a pretty dark color not using black. So I'm gonna see if I do that and start working with a more limited color palette until I practice more. So that is what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna start copying everything down. We're gonna start with Blick Studio 4. I have taken colors that I wrote and I've put a C or a W next to the color to indicate whether it's a warm color or a cool color. And then I did a note card and I wrote warm and then the 3 primaries and then cool in the primaries. And so for a warm red, I have a cadmium red, and for a cool red, I have a, I don't know how to pronounce it, crimson. For a warm blue, I have an ultramarine blue, and then for a cool blue, I have a phthalo, a Prussian, and a Windsor. And then for a warm yellow, I have cadmium yellow, and I also have yellow ochre. And then I don't have a cool yellow, except I have it in this cheap brand. Like this is a lemon yellow, which I know should be a cool color, but I think I will buy a better brand yellow. So I think I'm gonna choose these 6 primaries. Oh, 5, because I have to go purchase another yellow. And I'm gonna see if I have them in the better brands, and then I'll use the better brands. And then I think I'm just still gonna go into the color theory book and see which colors they usually recommend. But like I said, I want to try to work with the primaries first and have a very limited palette. And of course I'll include the titanium white and maybe the Mars black. I'm not sure if I'll use the Mars black, but we'll see. I am going to go into the book and check out the colors that I have. Before I continue, I wanted to share with you these beautiful sculptures by the Shona people of Zimbabwe. You find them at the Atlanta International Airport, and I was in New York last week, and I always walk through this concourse because they're amazing. They're hand carved and they're absolutely beautiful. If you're ever in Atlanta, stop by and take a look at these. They're gorgeous. Here is the color theory book, and if I turn the page to where they have what colors you should have for your oils or acrylics in order to be able to make all the different variations that are given here. this is it. These are all the colors, and I actually counted, there are 30 colors there. And out of those 30 colors, I have a total of 9. So, and these are the 9 that I have. Phthalo blue, cadmium orange, phthalo green, yellow ochre, burnt sienna, burnt umber, titanium white, cadmium yellow medium, and ultramarine blue. And so apparently if you have all of these, and you can't always, it says here that you can't always find these in acrylic, so you'd have to mix them in order to get them. But in order to be able to get all these colors, if you're using this as a guide when you're painting and you're looking for a specific color, then you would know exactly what percentage of what colors to mix in order to get that precise color, which I think is actually wonderful. But I think that before I do this, I need to practice just using the primary colors. But you can mix, can get all of these colors in here with those 30 colors. However, there are people that are able to get all these colors by mixing some really good primary colors plus white. So, but yep, this is it. So these are the colors that I have, and I am going to be focusing on these here. So I lied. I am actually not just going to use those primary colors because I need to work on this painting that I had started previously, and I had already used some other colors and I want to hold on to those. So aside from 2 different types of reds that I'm using, a cool and a warm, and 2 different blues, a cool and a warm, and 2, well actually only this yellow, they're both warm, and the yellow ochre, I use yellow ochre a lot in my painting, so I will use those 2. I'm also adding some burnt sienna, which I love, and burnt umber, and of course white. So that will be my palette for this painting. We'll see how that goes. Instead of painting, I ended up going to Cafe Kama in Vinings, and I took my sketch pad, but I did not even open it. I just looked through this wonderful book and had some avocado toast, drank my coffee, and talked to a friend of mine. And sometimes that's just how it goes. I need to become more disciplined because I should have done some painting, but the day just ran away from me. Since this is supposed to be an art vlog and I did not do any art in it, I thought that I would leave you off with a few sketches from my sketchbook. I did all these 3 that you're about to see with either Faber-Castell, Prismacolor, and watercolor. Most of the references that I use are photographs that I've taken myself, and I wanted to leave off with Ash since he was the one who introduced the video. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you continue to come back and visit me, and I hopefully will see you next time. Take care.